You got insurance on this phone just in case I slip?
Yeah, it's called break your bike.
It's called you're pushing me down after it. Go get my phone.
Hiking Angel's Landing at night. I'm not recommending it. Obviously, even there's a little sign that says, you know, thunderstorms, night, rain, snow, whatever. You know, it makes it a lot more dangerous. I first wouldn't hike it at night unless you've done it during the day or you're going with somebody that's done it during the day. There's a couple spots where it's kind of almost tricky, like you don't quite know where to go. The chains don't go along the whole way or any of that. As you can see from this video coming up ahead, or my other Angel's Landing video, the one where I did it during the day. This video I also didn't do like the whole thing up and down like I did in my other video. It's just little clips or portions because you really can't see a lot for the video at nighttime. Wherever your light hits, that's all you have. So you can't see down the cliffs, you can't see, you know, like way out or anything. It's like pitch black when you're up there. If you go on a full moon, you'll have a little bit more light. We went on a new moon because I wanted to get some star pictures, and of course I brought this camera, my vlogging camera, which doesn't have a bulb setting on it, so none of the pictures came out. They were just pretty horrible. I got kind of a cool one of the buses and stuff down there in the valley, and I got a couple cool ones before it got actual dark out. So when we went up, we did the West Rim Trail going up when it was still daylight. It was kind of just getting dusk, and then by the time we hit Angel's Landing, it was dark. Actually, the last probably like 15 minutes or so of the West Rim Trail, it was pretty dark. So then we got up there, we did Angel's Landing, came back. Now here's a thing, if you're going to do it at nighttime, you got that 5.4 mile hike going the West Rim Trail, Angel's Landing, and back. Buses stop at 7:15. That's the last bus that leaves, 7:15. So if you're going to do it when it's dark out at night, you're going to have another another hike on top of that. We got lucky. My wife came and picked us up. So she met us kind of almost right by the grotto. But I mean, you can't drive a car up there and park or anything like that. The closest you can park is a museum, which is stop 2 on their bus schedule, and you've got to get off on stop 6 for the grotto to actually go up to Angel's Landing. So you've got probably about a 5-mile walk from the grotto to the museum, which is where it's the closest spot you can really park your car. Unless you're staying at the lodge, which then of course you're just going to hike back to the lodge. But you know, you wouldn't have to worry about parking. But that's kind of the stop right before it, and that's kind of the closest you can get. It is pitch black, like I said, so bring flashlights and bring multiple. I only had one. I couldn't find my other flashlight. I had no clue where it was. I actually just found it the other day. But you want to have a headlamp too. You got to have your arms free, your hands free, that kind of a deal. So make sure to have a headlamp and a backup headlamp. I kept turning mine off during the hike while I was waiting for the other person that I was hiking with, just so it didn't like completely use out the headlamp, because again, I only had one light. So he had a couple extra, so I had like backups, but it was still, you know, I really only had one, which is not a good idea. Bring something for a snack when you get up there. It's, you know, you've hiked 2.5 miles as it is. You kind of want something to eat. So we brought Uncrustables. Well, I did. The person I was hiking with never had an Uncrustable, which they're amazing, by the way. I rarely ever eat them. They're the most processed way to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich like possible, but for hikes and stuff, they're great. You throw them in your bag when they're frozen. By the time you get there, they're thawed, they're ready to go. So bring snacks, something like that. Again, for Angel's Landing, I recommend a water bladder, just like I did in the last video I talked about. Again, you're using your hands a lot. You don't want to stop and try and get bottles out, and then you're probably not going to drink as much water. So having that bladder, you know, with the little nozzle right there makes it a lot easier to drink some water while you're hiking and going up through. Again, the Angel's Landing part isn't really the strenuous part of the hike. The West Rim Trail is. But the Angel's Landing at nighttime, you know, like I said, it's very difficult to see. If you have a really, really bright headlamp, you know, you can see right in front of you. You can see what you need to see. A good point, though, is at nighttime the chipmunks weren't out. So if you're afraid of chipmunks, it's a great time to go. Because during the daytime, those chipmunks are fierce. They'll try to get any food you have, crawl all over you and everything. So it was interesting to do. Not that I recommend it, but there was nobody there, so there was no waiting in line for the chains or anything like that. You got some really, really gorgeous star views when you got up there. Just bring the right camera, because I didn't, unfortunately. So check it out, this video, and if you have questions or comments or anything, put them down below. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that kind of stuff at the end of the video. And we will see you next time, and enjoy these clips from the hike.
You stay on the inside or the outside?
We stay on this side. This is the start of the chains. Wish I had gloves. Need my light off, or?
Just face it like.
You doing good?
Feel so like confident when the risk is not there.
Just keep one hand on the chain and watch your feet. It's really no different than doing it during the day, to be honest.
I guess like the confidence of all the other people that have done it.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, man, it's, right here. How much further is it?
It's a ways.
Yeah.
We really just started. You want me to go ahead of you, or?
Yeah.
This part isn't as bad though. It's kind of flat. It's a little slick right there, but not too bad.
Just emotions around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta wait for it to kind of calm a little bit.
There's a couple spots so you can kind of stop. It's like a little landing.
Yeah.
You know, going out. We can sit there. I got those peanut butter and jellies.
Okay.
You good?
Yeah. My life just got good. I don't want to risk it.
There's a spot where you go to the side, I think.
Sure.
Oh, I think it was. Hold on. There was a spot that was really confusing, like where the trail was. Yeah, we gotta go up and right up here, I think. Right here where these like steps are. I think so. Yeah, this is it right here. Double check. Yeah, keep going this way. Once you get around the side here, you do. There's a few spots where there's really no chains.
Is it getting more like intense in this?
No, this is the worst part.
I'm all for like girl sleeping and stuff,
But if you come up right here, this is all pretty flat right here.
Okay.
Just kind of crawl it though, so you got 3 points of contact. And then come up. This is pretty flat. Step right there. Get in between these. This was like the confusing part on the hike because there's like a landing up there that people were at. So it's like, oh, you go up there, but there isn't really like a clear trail here. You doing good?
Yeah, just take my time.
Yeah, take your time.
Really get back late and
Stars are coming out.
What's that?
Stars are coming out.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be worth it. Plus, you said something about PB&J.
Oh yeah. Uncrustables too. The best PB&J ever.
Oh yeah.
It's a little slick right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go this way.
Yeah, right there's a better. There's a spider. A spider. So this part's kind of sketch with the chain.
Yep. I feel better having the chain again now.
I mean, you might even be better just going down there, but it's definitely doable with the chain. It's not.
Yeah. I don't know how.
Then it flattens up right here.
You know that guy, Alex Arnold?
I don't know.
So he's free solo, the first person to successfully free solo like that.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad.
What's up, man? Are you going on a night hike?
Yeah.
You too, huh? Yeah, a little bit later than I expected. Yeah, I ended up leaving my poles up.
Oh, so you had to go
near
back?
the top.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I just pretty much right here is where I realized it and turned around.
That sucks.
Yeah.
How long does it take to the top of it?
Probably like 20, 25 minutes.
Oh, it's not bad.
If you're hustling it,
Yeah,
kind of, you know, otherwise 30, 35.
Yeah. All right. Well, have a good hike, guys.
Yeah, you be safe, man.
Watch the tree trunks there. That's the cliff too, so stay away from that side.
Done.
There's no reason to go over there, but people go over there.
Yeah, no thanks.
So this is where it gets to be more kind of climbish. Yeah, you go down and then up.
Is that the cliff right there?
Down over, 4 or 5 feet that way. Yeah. You got a little bit of a room. It's not like it's right here.
See what I was getting myself into.
Yeah, I'm fully suspended here, so I'm gonna take a picture of you.
Oh, yeah. Sketch.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah. There's chains all the way on that, right?
Yeah, and it actually comes on your second side once you get up to the top a little bit.
Great, okay. All right. Would you go ahead? We'll stay on different segments. Don't wiggle you.
There's a little break in the chain right here, though, just to warn you.
Man, that is about as sketchy as it gets, man. What is that, 1,000 feet on either side?
Yep. Crawl it.
Oh, I got it,
This was your idea, remember?
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut this time.
It's been a couple weeks, but there is some spots where you gotta kind of climb like this, though. This actually isn't bad at all. It's just like taking stairs. Not right here, no. I was kind of surprised that the chains didn't go like all the way.
Oh, they don't go the rest of away?
Oh, there's spots with chains, but I was surprised they didn't put them in like here.
Yeah.
Like more to mark the trail than anything else.
Dude, I'm really surprised I didn't see it.
Yeah.
You'd think the first person who would go.
Yeah, they'd be like, well, you can't do that anymore.
They'd be like, okay, that's good. I'm a big fan of chains.
Yeah. I found the chain. Here's the tree trunk too. Do I have a soothing voice like Dr. Phil?
Yeah, you're just talking me through it, man.
Left foot right here.
It's weird because my hands are cold, but it was like sweating. That's weird.
This is the only spot where you gotta like really use a chain to like pull yourself up a couple spots. But then it steps again right there. But watch your noggin right there. Get a good hold on that. There you go. Watch your head right here.
Man, I'm gonna have to go like so hard, man.
I got those PB&Js waiting for the top. Have you had an Uncrustable in a long time?
I haven't had a Grotto ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you are in for a treat. It is like the most processed, whitest bread in the world.
That's kind of, I think that's why I haven't had it. It's like that Wonder Bread.
It makes Wonder Bread taste like fresh baked bread. And then the peanut butter and jelly is just amazing. What's that?
People clip to the chain.
Just like won't let go.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like clip to it.
Oh, like with a mountain climbing belt thing. This is definitely not one to do if you're afraid of heights, because that's 1,000 feet down right there. Just to help you out. Or if you're afraid of chipmunks. The chipmunks are fierce. There's the last bus.
Yeah, that's gonna be the hard part.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like a 4 or 5 mile walk.
Oh yeah. Watch your feet here. It's very uneven, but it's flat, but it angles up here. It doesn't look as bad. You kind of walk on the rim of it, but nope. This is like the top though. Once you get up here. This is the top of the world right here. So this in the daytime you can see this goes down, slants down here, and then it kind of keeps going. And I think that's more what you see from the road is down over there, not this point. Dude, look at that. Yeah, like this. Yeah, you got these little tiny footholds that don't even like hold your whole foot. suck if it started like snowing right now.
You know what? Just add to the story.
That emergency blanket would be coming out. We'd be making a tent with it.
Yeah, we had to camp up here. With FaceTime and Holly. The root.
Yeah, you got to climb on that root.
Oh, yeah.
When I went to go up, I like didn't want to touch it because I'm like, that's gonna break. It's gonna give way. What the?
Nope.
Nice strong tree though.
Yeah. Look at this there.
Yep. Sorry, I'm pulling the chain. I'll let you go.
No, you're all right.
You good? Okay. Here we go. Little steps. Just like, what about Bob? It's baby steps, Bob. Baby steps. Remember that movie?
No.
No. Did he like beat it with a rock or something? Or what did he choked it? Wow. I couldn't imagine trying to choke out a mountain lion while it's sitting there clawing you and shit.
Well, it's like inflicting unimaginable pain. Yeah, he choked it out. That guy's got a better story than we do.
Oh yeah. He's sitting there 30 years from now like with a grandkid.
Yeah.
His grandson's like, yeah man, I'm so cool. I played Call of Duty 75.
Yeah.
And he's like, I choked out a fucking mountain lion with my bare hands.
With my bare hand.
Here's where you can sleep for the night, by the way.
What's that?
Here's where you can sleep for the night, by the way. Right here.
Oh, nice.
There's like this little cave.
Dude, yeah. You could like tarp that off and put a little propane in there.
This might be it, yeah. Hazardous during thunderstorms, darkness, and ice and snow conditions.